We start with video from WYDOT showing the progression of the detour construction around the slide area of the Teton Pass. The project to reopen the road continues as crews work at what they call the Big Fill landslide. But some members of the Teton County community are voicing concerns that the work is skipping some proper precautions. That includes Jackson Town Councilwoman Jessica Chambers. In a written editorial, she expressed concern that the Wyoming Department of Transportation is moving too quickly. Local News 8's Seth Ratliff spoke with engineers and geologists behind the Big Fill project to address that worry.
In a new editorial, Councilwoman Jessica Chambers calls the mudslide that closed the pass an act of God that saved lives. She believes WYDOT failed to see the warning signs when 8-inch deep cracks appeared in the bend of Highway 22.
There's not a lot of room for error in this particular spot.
Now that WYDOT is working to reopen the pass, she's worried about the possibility of other issues down the road.
I think there's a lot of rush to get the pass back open for the workers commuting and for the tourists that were coming from Idaho. But moving at such a clip is likely going to cause the delays to be much longer in the timeline. And if this fix fails, there is nowhere else on that bend that we can put in another reroute.
I brought these concerns to the engineers and geologists behind the project. WYDOT engineer Bob Hammond says he was monitoring the site at the time of the big slide.
We watched it for 7 or 8 hours and there was no movement at all after that was patched. If there was movement, it definitely would have triggered that pass to close.
We did try to patch it and maintain traffic, but as soon as things started to accelerate and we were seeing inch per hour, half inch per hour, inch per hour, then 2 inches per hour, we shut it down.
They say the emergency response from the state helps to streamline the process, bringing together scientists and engineers from across Wyoming.
There's a lot of deliberate engineering going on to make sure, we are protecting the safety of the traveling public and doing things deliberately. So
Edens says they had a response team surveying the site the day of the landslide. Since then, engineers and geologists across the state have tracked their progress and tested their design to ensure public safety.
And all the time we're doing this, we're making sure that the footprint of our detour is well outside of the possible impact zone from the landslide.
Some good news from that conversation with WYDOT. Bob Hammond says they are finishing the dirt work and crushed base of the temporary road. Then they will put down pavement barriers and some other safety features. He says the road should be open in about a week.